From what I read online, if
Hmm.
you're over 10 as a woman, then you are a gutter trash tramp. You are a
What?
hussy.
I think that that's way below average.
I
In
agree.
2020, that's way below average. Maybe in like 1861, that was like something crazy.
Yeah.
But 2020, 10, that's like what you doing?
So here we have two people who look to be in their mid to late 20s. We have a host and a guest talking about how if you have over a 10-person body count as a female, you are gutter trash, you're a tramp, slut, and should be thrown out to the wolves. And then you have the guy here, the host, basically going, "What? What? That's below average to me. That's like normal these days. If anything, that was abnormal in 1861." And you have him basically enabling this behavior, not being a man, not being a leader, and speaking up and defending the fact that, yeah, you should not have that many sexual partners. Because not only is it bad for society, but it is bad for the future of civilization. If people are just racking up sexual partners and nobody's having families anymore, it's going to destroy society. You're going to have more single moms out there, which means you're going to have much more crime in the streets. You're going to have many more murders. You're going to have many more muggings, rapes, and all this other stuff. So as a man, I mean, this is why I teach you guys this stuff, is because when you hear somebody speak about this, I want you to have the knowledge, the enlightenment, and the education to speak against it in a way that is based on facts, statistics, and logic, common sense, even beyond that. But just the fact that they were saying, like, what, 10? What's wrong with 10? Well, dude, statistically, and the research has been done, okay, over several years, that whenever the woman has more than 10 partners, or 10 partners or more, right? Whenever she has 10 partners or more, she has a 33% more chance of her relationships not working out. Whether it be an LTR, casual dating relationship even, and especially marriage. Now you have a 33% more chance of you not being able to pair bond with a dating partner. So I would really appreciate it if more of these talk shows, more of these like quote quasi wannabe dating coaches would actually do their research on this and learn for themselves why it's a bad idea to encourage women to rack up body counts. Like this guy, like literally, like the beta simp he is, he's like, "What? Oh my gosh, that's so not cool. Ooh, yeah, 10 is that's to me that's low." I mean, dude, it's because you don't value yourself. It's because you're a simp. It's because you're raised by a woman, probably raised by a single mom. Okay? Now he is a woman because he's acting like one. Because as a man, it's your responsibility to take the lead on this and tell people and tell others, even if it, upsets them, the truth. That's your job. Because it's not just about you and your hedonism. I want to sleep around, have sex with the world. No, it's about humanity. It's about the future. Right? And this is why I laugh at these people. I mean, these are the same type of people who talk about like global warming and climate change is going to end the planet, in the next 100 years. It's like, dude, what about all these people having kids out of wedlock in fatherless homes? What about all these people spreading STDs? What about all these people not pair bonding in relationships and filing for divorce? You don't think that's going to like destroy the world faster? Yeah, this guy is a complete beta, and that chick is totally delusional, and she's probably delusional because other people are enabling her to be delusional, right? When the facts are the facts, and the facts is like, yo, as a woman, you want your body count to be as low as possible, right? Because it is wired in our DNA, even as men. Like, you could be the most blue pill simp on the planet. And if a girl tells you she's had like 30 dudes up in her and she's only 20 years old, you're going to be like, whoa, that is gross. I do not want to risk my health by sticking my pee-pee inside of you. Much less do I want to be with you. That's pretty disgusting. Right? But the facts don't lie, guys. When the girl has 10 or more sexual partners, okay, when she slept with 10 or more guys, she is 33% less likely to be able to pair bond with you. This is why I tell you guys, especially you guys who are looking to, get into LTRs, long-term relationships, have families, have your own children someday. You do not want to do it with a woman who was in double digits as far as her sexual partners. I don't even date women like that, guys. I don't take them seriously anymore. I don't have to. I'm in abundance. I don't need to go there anymore. I don't need to risk my own health. I don't need to, put my own, all the hard work I've done my entire life. I don't need to put that at risk by sleeping with a girl who's clearly slept around. I just imagine 10 dudes that chick has been in bed with. That's pretty gross, especially if she's still in her 20s. And for this guy, and many like him, they might think oh, that's not even that bad. That's not that bad. Again, it's because you don't value yourself. It's because you don't do your own research, right? Beyond valuing yourself, you don't understand the statistics. And this is, something that's common with people who have a feminine, they have a feminine frame about them, whether they're female themselves or they were raised by females and they never broke out of that. When you have a feminine mindset, a female mindset, I should say, you tend to think the statistics don't apply to you. No, but I don't care if 99% of people, get hit by a bus when they step on the street. That won't happen to me. You tend to ignore the stats, and I don't. I mean, I'm here in Vegas. If I had those type of statistics, if I was 33% more likely to go to the Venetian behind me and win there versus any other casino on the Strip, guess where I'd be going every single trip? The Venetian. I'm 33% more likely to win there. If you were 33% more likely to step out onto the street and get hit by a truck, would you step out on the street today? No. Right? If you were 33% more likely to get hit by a truck, if you stepped out tonight onto the street, you would not leave this hotel room. So it's always astonishing to me how people with a woman's, not just females, but men with a woman's mindset, with a female brain, cannot think logically, because most women are not wired to think logically. Right? As men, we are wired to think logically, but when you're raised by a woman, when you're raised by a single mother, and you're surrounded by females your entire life, all your school teachers, counselors, all female, guess what? You start to think like a woman. Being one of my subscribers on my 33 Secrets channel, I am here to pull you out of that rabbit hole, right? And into reality, where you use your common sense and you do weigh your life decisions based on facts and statistics and not your emotions or the way you feel. Okay, but instead on common sense logic. Having more than 10 body count as a female does look really bad too, because, and this is something that I see commonly with people who complain about that, the double standard, oh, well, how come men can have so many sexual partners but women can't? And the reason why is because for women to have sex does not take any effort at all. For a woman to have sex, all she has to do is show up. All she has to do is walk into a bar. She can have sex. As for a guy, we cannot do that. We have to put in effort. We have to put in work. We have to court the girl. We have to demonstrate our value. We have to prove that we're worthy of being intimate with. Right? There are a lot of hoops and barrels that we have to jump through as men to even get the girl to not flake on a coffee date, much less have sex with us. Whereas a girl doesn't have to do any of that. All she has to do is show up. That's really all she has to do. She barely even has to get ready. If she's the least bit cute, she could show up in some dirty ass clothes and flip-flops. As a guy, if you try to show up in dirty clothes and a flip-flop, nobody's going to want to touch you. That's beyond all of the work you have to put in to just get this girl to like you enough, fall for you, trust you. There is a lot of work that that men have to do to have sex with a girl that gets just swept under the rug, gets pushed to the side, that gets neglected. Okay? And I've talked about this 2020 news story I saw once where this was a while ago now, but I think it was like 15 years ago, but you can probably find it on YouTube. It's about a woman who was a feminist, right? She was a feminist, and she went undercover as a man. Okay, she went undercover as a man. I think she cut her hair short, dressed in a suit, and kind of just wanted to go out and experience life as a man. And she said that before she did this, obviously she was a feminist. She thought there was like male privilege. She thought like women were oppressed. She thought, and that was basically her reasoning for going undercover as a man, to prove the patriarchy was evil, to prove that women did not have the same equal rights that men do. So she went undercover as a man, and she was going to write a book on it. Instead, she came to the shocking realization that it sucks to be a man. She was like, I could not wait to go back to being a woman. We have so much privilege. We have so much opportunity. We live our lives on easy mode. Men live their lives on hard mode. She goes, I would not want to be a man ever again. She was like, that was the most horrifying experience of my life. And she even went on dating apps as a man trying to date women. And she was like, it was just horrifying, like how narcissistic they were, how they only cared about themselves, how men had to do all of the work from start to finish, like even for like the approach, like approaching a woman. She's like, I can't imagine just how frightening this is for a man to walk up to a complete stranger, and meanwhile the woman has all the power and she can destroy him. She can destroy his fragile ego like that with just one little word. And here we are as women, we think that we're like these oppressed creatures. She's like, no, it's men. Men really need support. Men really need more guidance. Men really need us to step up and really be there for them. I mean, she totally just flipped like a pancake after she experienced life as a man. And it was only for a month. She totally just flipped the script once she realized what it's like to be a man. So whenever I hear girls talk about body count, it's like, dude, you have no clue what it takes, a man, to have sex with somebody who's even close to his level, right? If the guy is an 8 in looks, that guy will have to jump through hoops and barrels to get a girl who's even a 5 in looks to have sex with him, or a 6, right? He has to jump through hoops and barrels. And that is something that is just ignored whenever they talk about body count. Like, women, why can't we have the same as men? It's like, because it doesn't require any effort of you. How come we have to be called sluts and men aren't called sluts? It's because we put in work to get these chicks. We have to put in all the effort and the work and do all the demonstrations and show that we're worthy and all this. Girls, you don't have to do shit. You could be a terrible freaking person. You could be a god-awful person, and you could still have sex. You could have sex at the drop of a hat. So there's a huge double standard for a reason. Okay? There's a huge double standard for a reason. And as a female, if you have more than 10 sexual partners, yes, you will be judged for that, because it is so easy for you to have sex with a man. So when you have sex with that many dudes, 10 or more, 20 or more, 30 or more, all it shows society is that you lack self-control, that you are impulsive, that you can't control yourself, that you are a slut, right? Because it doesn't take any work for you to have sex. You're not filtering these guys out. You're not being picky. You're not being choosy. You're just really spreading your legs. That takes no effort. Okay? That takes no effort. But for a man, it does take a lot of effort. It takes just massive, massive amounts of effort. So, as always, guys, drop your comments below. Let me know what you think of her little rant and her enabling simp that was hosting that show. Drop your comments below. Let me know what you think, as well as my rant. Drop those comments below. I love to read them. I try to read as many as I possibly can. And so share your experiences, share your knowledge, and share with the tribe. So, I'm going to wrap up here. Until next time, this is M from the 33 Secrets. Don't forget to smash that like button below. Do it for the DeLorean. Smash that like button below for the DeLorean. Also, hit that notification bell right next to it so you're notified whenever I release a brand new coaching video here on the YouTube. More importantly, guys, please make sure you subscribe to my channel. Helps me out a ton when you subscribe, so please make sure you subscribe to my channel. Okay? Helps me out with the YouTube algorithm because they're definitely not helping me anymore. I need your help. So subscribe to my channel, share my videos with your buddies. And for you guys who want to support my work and all of this red pill, gold pill, and platinum pill content even further, stainless steel pill content, the best way to do that is by jumping into my monthly online coaching program, 7 Months to Mastery, where I am teaching guys just like you how to go out there and approach and close the youngest, hottest, and most beautiful looking women on the planet. I'm talking about 8s, 9s, and 10s, the same exact type of women that myself and all of my coaching students all over the world are out there approaching and closing every single day, every single week, no matter what type of racial divisions going on in the world, no matter what type of virus is going on in the world, we are out there making things happen 24/7, just living our lives and having fun and taking no prisoners. And I want you to be a part of that. Okay, life is short. I want you to be part of it. I want you to learn how to do it. And right now, the first month is only $1 for the entire first month of coaching lessons in 7 Months to Mastery, which is a very, very, very valuable program. I highly recommend you join. It's only $1 for the entire first month of content, so take advantage of it. And it only takes 2 seconds to sign up. All you need to do is click that link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. Just takes 2 seconds, so do that now, and I will see you in my next coaching video.